Hi, what's going on everybody? My name is Brandon. I'm a marine biologist and an artist, and welcome to Nature Meets Paper, the place where we go on an adventure to discover the world of marine biology. I love sharing my experiences with aquatic animals with you. It's my goal to raise awareness of our beautiful bodies of water and the creatures that live in them through science, stories, and art. If you're new, welcome! Today we're going to be discovering the... Oh, wait a minute. Something seems wrong. Oh, this is my old camera. I got a new camera. So let me switch into that. Ugh. Whoa, that's way better. Now, where were we? Oh, right. Today we will be discovering the Starry Flounder. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Platichthys stellatus are known as grindstone, emery wheel, long-nosed flounder, and most commonly the starry flounder. Its scientific name is Greek and means flat fish with stars. Alright, let's figure out where these fish live. Starry flounder are a North Pacific Ocean fish. They have an arcing habitat range from North Korea up to Japan into the Aleutian Islands, Bering Sea, Gulf of Alaska, Canada, and down to Santa Barbara, California. They prefer habitat that is close to shore, between 1 and 375 meters or 1,230 feet deep, but average less than 145 meters or 475 feet deep. Starry flounder are interesting fish. They are found in marine, estuarine, and fresh water. They avoid water that has high salinity or salt content. In one study, a starry flounder was found more than 100 kilometers up a river. They prefer ecosystems with muddy, silty, sandy, and small cobblestone sediment. Now that we know where to find the starry flounder, let's get into what it looks like and some behaviors. What are we looking for when looking for the starry flounder? We are looking for a flat fish that averages 57 centimeters in total length. Mature flounder have both of their eyes on the same side of their head. It is typically the right side of the fish, but some cases have been on the left. Both of their eyes are separate as young, then one eye travels up and over the head and lands next to the other one. I am so glad my eyes don't do that. I would hate to wake up in the morning and have my eyes next to each other. Wait, they already are on the same side of my head. And next to each other. Okay, I am glad one of my eyes doesn't travel to the back of my head. As adults, they swim on their side and can hide themselves among the sediment. Juveniles swim like a typical fish in the water column. Then, as they age, they lay down and become flat. Their dorsal and anal fins run from the eyes to the tail, giving the body a diamond shape. Their dorsal and anal fins are light tan to cream, alternating with dark blocks. They are marked with 4 to 7 black or dark brown bands on each fin running perpendicular to the fish. They have a rounded caudal peduncle that can have similar coloration and patterns. Their eye side is dark brown to brown with bony tubercles in the shape of stars across their body. This gives them an uneven textured pattern so they blend into their surroundings. Their sediment side is white or creamy and smooth. Starry flounders have a pointed head and nose that ends at their mouth. Starry flounders swim on their side and hide in the sediment to avoid predation. They prop themselves up most of the time so that there is a cushion of water underneath them. This allows water to flow under them and allow them for a quick getaway if needed. Although their eye travels to the other side of their head, their gill opening does not. They need a little space to be able to expel water from their gills, and it makes it so sediment can't come into the gill cover. Flounder are cool animals. They move by crawling or waving their fins in serpentine formations. This allows them to glide or crawl in any direction. They might be swimming in a direction, bump into something, and go backwards or to the side if they need. If they need to go with great speed, they hop off the sediment and swim with their whole body away from danger, landing a little bit away. If this doesn't work, the starry flounder can change its pigment with little ink sacs called chromatophores. Interesting thing about it is that starry flounder is the only flounder species that can do this. Let's move on to our next segment of the adventure. What do starry flounder eat, and how are they doing population-wise? Starry flounder eat phytoplankton as juveniles and grow into eating larger fish. Adults eat crustaceans, tube worms, clam siphons, small mollusks, and small fish. They typically lay in wait for their food to come close to them, or they can hop around and get a new area for feeding. So how are the starry flounders doing? The IUCN Red List has them listed as least concern. The study was conducted in 2012. It is almost time for a new study to be conducted. So, does anybody out there want to study the starry flounder? It might be a fun animal to study. Starry flounder are used in the fishery for food and in the aquarium trade. It is important to look at the population health of an animal to determine the health of the ecosystem. If we keep the population levels from dropping, we know the ecosystem is healthy. When the ecosystem is healthy, we are also healthy. It's my favorite time of the adventure. What was my personal encounter with the starry flounder? Growing up in the Puget Sound area, I am familiar with this fish. I have seen them in the wild, in the laboratory, and in the aquarium. This one was seen where? You guessed it, the Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium. I have been trying to capture a flounder for years now. They typically are on the bottom of the substrate hiding. First, that would be difficult to paint and show what it looks like. Second, it would be very boring pose. So, I saw the flounder swimming in the water. I know it isn't the greatest angle, but it shows the patterns well. It is also an action shot. I have not captured a swimming flounder before, and I was excited. Probably too excited. People are looking at me like, yeah, it's a swimming fish. They swim. That's what they do. Yes, I say to myself, but it is hard to capture them off of the seafloor. And this fish likes spending most of its time hidden on the seafloor. So, the moment of truth. The fish hopped up off the bottom and swam for approximately 30 seconds. It traveled to the far side of the tank and disappeared. It wiggled and buried itself in the sediment, then vanished. It was glorious. And I took 3 blurry pictures because I was excited. But with my new camera, that will no longer be a problem. It is so much better than my old camera. I am excited to go to another aquarium and take pictures for you. Yes, the starry flounder is not the most attractive fish out there, but it is interesting. And when it does move, it is reason to cheer. As the final details come into focus and the flounder hides again, I will call this adventure finished. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, click subscribe and ring the notification bell to be notified when I post new content. I do my best to post new content every other weekend, so I know that this video is coming out in February, but I recorded it in January. So we're still going to be supporting the January charity for this video. My charity that I chose is the American Red Cross. The American Red Cross provides disaster relief, emergency responses, and specialty training. And I would like you to donate in one of 3 ways. You can donate blood, you can donate money, or you can get CPR certified. Since I am a swim coach, I am already CPR certified. For this month, I've already donated money, but it's up to you what you would like to do. Links are in the description. If you would like to support my business so that I can continue going on crazy adventures and sharing them with you, you can. I sell my art in the forms of originals and museum quality prints. I use a local print shop called Fine Balance Imaging for my prints. They're wonderful people, and so if you're supporting me, you're actually supporting multiple companies. I am designing stickers and cards, as well as my posters. I'm trying to create something that is more accessible to everybody. Right, I have my originals and I have my museum quality prints, which run $12 a linear inch for originals and $6 and $3 a linear inch for my prints. My $6 a linear inch are my limited edition. They're closer to the original than the ones that I don't touch. Check out the links below or contact me for any information. Thank you so much for your time. You are special to me. Remember, spread love and curiosity. I've been Brandon, and I will see you in our next adventure.